Yeah.
Hello, I'm Farida and I'm based at IIT Bombay. I'm a postdoc fellow there. I've done my PhD in psychology, following which I joined a project in CSC.
What's the project focused on?
Yeah, this project is using open source to develop a curriculum for school kids. You know, it's
very small children.
We are developing a curriculum right up till middle school.
Yeah.
At the moment, we have content only for primary school kids. We started by developing the curriculum per se, then writing a teacher's handbook, and then it's graduated to students' textbook. Now this textbook has also the teacher's a lesson plan for the teacher. It has activities, computer-based activities. It has worksheets. So we are trying to make it more comprehensive and more appropriate for kids. And as of now, the focus is on urban school.
Yeah.
And we are diverging now to and looking also at the rural areas, and at the moment we are in the process of conducting a need assessment of educational needs in rural areas.
You all are looking at teaching them tools or what? Teaching them tools and concepts?
See, at the moment we are looking at computer education, concepts within computer education as well as skills within that. So the focus is to make a balance between concepts as well as skills.
Why was GNU Linux chosen?
See, basically when we started looking, the first step that we took was to survey whatever educational content is available, and we realized that most of the content that is available were using only proprietary software. It was like computer literacy is equal to Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So it's and a lot of schools have financial constraints, specifically in a country like India. So we needed to provide them an alternative in the first place, and also create an awareness, because both of these things were seriously at stake. People are not even aware that there is an alternative to Windows.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing if I'm using computers.
Yeah.
So telling them that there is an alternative, and then okay, if there is an alternative, but how do I get the skills?
There are a lot of tools in GNU Linux available, no denying that. But there are other problems like the skills required to administrate. What are the other problems you all face when promoting GNU Linux?
See, it was mainly the hardware-software compatibility. It's like where people were already using Windows, and yeah, we all agree that it's more user-friendly. So unless Linux takes the step to make it as user-friendly as Windows and making that the departure from Windows to Linux much smoother. So that's why we chose Ubuntu, which is it has we realized that it's more user-friendly, and installation is much easier. And it's like now with the Hardy, the latest version of Ubuntu coming, you don't need to create a partition.
8.10.
So yeah, it's you don't need to create a partition. So for a novice user, you just put in the CD and install Ubuntu as an application. So it will sit within your Windows thing, and it will just prompt you when the computer gets booted up.
I see.
So it makes the entire process of installation very simple. And we plan to come out with a DVD which will include not only the base Ubuntu application, but also the other applications that we want to people to have when they are using our curriculum.
How many people are working on this project, and if some schools or teachers want the book or the e-book on it, how do they get it?
See, this book is available under Creative Commons license. It's freely downloaded from it can be freely downloaded from the net. As of now, we have not gone anywhere commercial or decided that this is going to be the price of the book and this is where you can order it. If you want to use it, you can download the content from the net. You're free to use it. You're free to make changes to it. You're free to translate it. And if you want to have some copies, like there are we publish 1,000 copies. So if somebody wants to have a copy, they can write, send an email to one of the team members. It's all there in the book. So if you visit the website, you can get all the contacts.
IITB website.
So Sridhar Iyer is the principal investigator of this project. He is my supervisor there. And there are our team is very. It has a lot of variety. We have got people who are absolutely technical people who have got BTechs in computer science, electrical engineering. There are designers and illustrators who make this cartoons for us, because after all we are addressing children and we got to speak their language. So it's like we're trying to make it more colorful.
Have you tried it out somewhere, and what's the response?
Yeah, we have implemented this. In fact, last 1 year after I completed my PhD, I spent 1 year teaching class 1 to 4 kids computers. So it was like I learned a lot, because you can say big stories sitting in an AC room in IIT. When you go to the ground reality, it's absolutely a different story altogether.
So where was this tried out?
This was tried at Mulund. This was one of the SSRVM schools, which was, it was just, this is the Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir schools. The reason that we took up this school was my supervisor had a higher say in that school management. So it was much easier for us to implement the program, and we did have a lot of infrastructural problems because there was like absolutely no space. Yeah, this is the book that we have come up with. This is called as Computer Masti, and this is the team that has worked at it.
Yeah,
you can see cartoons of people.
So basically,
team members.
It's explaining different programs inside that.
So if you look at the books, it has all the activities based on open source. These are like G-Compress games, and another thing that we also concentrated on was on ergonomic aspects. You know, when you talk about students, it's also essential that we teach them what are the correct postures that they should be doing because children do end up using it extensively, specifically for playing games. So if they're using it, it has to be a more responsible usage. And we try to make it more colorful so that it's like class 1 kids, even if they're not able to read it, when I went to the field and implemented it, it's like just looking at the program, they know that this is the right thing to do and this is not the right thing to do.
I see.
So the pictures are quite self-explanatory in that sense, and that's why we have concentrated on making it more colorful. And of course, the teacher's corner is there for the teacher to decide and plan out her lesson. So and these are mainly written on the basis of my field insights, teaching there in the school. So what did I do when I was implementing the program? And of course, I did try to implement collaborative learning, project-based thing that we had at the end of the year. So we had divided right from class 1 to class 5, we had divided students into the groups and they worked together on the project. And they presented it.
This is Government of India supported?
No, it's not Government of India supported.
What's the plan? Once again.